Now, as Tina reported, Nehemiah Griego told deputies after he gunned down his family, he was teetering on killing more people, random killing, and not just at the Walmart. Sources tell us members of Calvary Church could have been victims too. On special assignment, News 13's Kim Holland talked to the head of security at Calvary, a retired cop who may have saved more lives by being in the right place at the right time with the right background.
The Griego family's life was the Calvary of Albuquerque. They attended the church here at Osuna in Washington for at least a decade. Greg Griego even served as a pastor there at one time. So it comes as a shock to the congregation that 15-year-old Nehemiah Griego may have thought about turning on his church after investigators say he killed his family. Investigators say that Griego sat in this parking lot across from the church for an hour with loaded weapons. But when he got out of his car, he was unarmed and he headed into the church. There he ran into a youth pastor who shook his hand, put his arm around him, and investigators say then Griego said his family was dead in their house. The pastor thought something was odd, so called head of security. That security officer, Vince Harrison, was one of the first to see the boy about 9 Saturday night. He says Griego was calm, but acting strangely.
Something just didn't seem right with him.
Harrison has known the teen and his family for 10 years. He's also a former Albuquerque police detective.
With my training and my background, I just worked many crime scenes, and some didn't seem right with what he was saying.
The boy didn't admit the murders to Harrison. He would only say his family was dead. Harrison drove the teen to the South Valley, and just before they reached the crime scene, Harrison called 911 to tell the sheriff's deputies they should go to the home. Harrison handed the boy off to the deputies, and investigators say later that night Griego admitted to killing his family. Harrison says he was shocked because Nehemiah Griego has always been very respectful.
Sir, no sir.
And played drums in the youth group, but didn't show up at the group's meeting Saturday. Tonight, Griego sits in jail facing murder charges and a much different future than he previously imagined.
He had told me he wanted to go into the Army, and after he got out of the Army, he wanted to be a police officer.
Harrison says he has no idea what set the boy off.
Great kid, seemed like a pretty solid family, and no idea what demons are in the closet.
Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
According to Calvary's website, a regular service and a youth service were both scheduled Saturday night at the church about the time Griego was there. Harrison says he had no idea that the teen had loaded guns in the minivan out in the church parking lot.